Welcome. I'm Diane Yellow-Lightis, Certified Psyche. Today I'm going to talk about how do you start working with yourself with self. You know, you are what you are because you believe what you are, and so you create who you are and what you are. Sometimes those tapes or ideas or concepts come from other people, and they may be true and they may not be true. As we grow up, we get a lot of points of view and we follow them. And as we get more mature, we start discovering who we are and going in that direction. If our parentalhood would be able to help us to decide that we can grow up accordingly to what our talents are and let people evolve, we would all be better off. However, that's not how the process is. Nobody means to do harm, but they do, because very few people let other people be who they are and find out who they are on their own. They keep telling them who they are, what they think, how they think, what they do, what they don't do, what they should do, what they could do, what they will do, what they won't do. And it's really important to know that you are not exactly what other people say, because you come here for a mission. You come here for something that you need to do and learn, lessons and people to meet and experiences to experience. This is an adventure here. Right now our adventure is all messed up because too many of us, including me, have allowed the world to dictate what is best for us. And this is why we're in a mess, because the government decided what's best for us, and top leaders decide what's best for us, and warmongers decide what's best for us, and it really doesn't matter what we want because we don't get listened to. So instead of worrying about the government and all the things that they're going to do, because you're not going to do anything with them anyway, unless you're in a position to where you can make a difference in the governments or the world that way, then go for it. But what you can do on the individual level is you can sit there and you can work with yourself. You can say, okay, I'm going to list all the things I've heard throughout my life that is me, about me, what people have said about me. You're too tall, you're too skinny, you're too fat, you're too energetic, you're not energetic enough, you're smart, you're not smart, you're stupid, you're cute, you're ugly, you're fat, you're homely, whatever it is. We've all had those things given to us, and we act upon them because we really believe when we're children that they're true. And maybe some of the things are true, but not all of the things, because nobody can know you better than you know yourself. And if you don't really know yourself and you think you know yourself, you better make sure the words that you're saying are your words and not somebody else. For example, the word impatient. A lot of people think that's really a negative thing. You're impatient. You're impatient. Okay, so you're impatient. All the word really means is you want change. You want something different. You want to move forward. So instead of saying somebody's impatient, why can't you say, you know what, you just want change all the time? That's okay. You'll find the change you need, and it doesn't bother you as much. Why do we have to give words of negativity to other people? Why? Listen to what comes out of your mouth. And you know what? A lot of us, including me, sometimes have things come out of our mouths, and the way it comes out, it really sounds strange, and maybe we really did mean it, and maybe we didn't mean it. But we have a flip of the tongue, so we got to be very careful with what we say, how we speak, the tone of voice, the words we choose, when and where, how we're going to do that. If you have anything you've got to deal with somebody, make sure that the both of you are at a neutral spot where you can do so. You know, if things are explosive, you don't want to discuss at that time frame. It's not going to work. Why go against upstream? Why go against things that are not going to work, you know? We are in a world where we're out of control, and we need to find balance and control within ourselves, and we need to start with self first. Then we can work on other people together as a team. We can work as a unit, teaming it. We've got to learn to get back into co-creating and teamwork with ourselves as well as with other people. And you got to be your best friend. You can't go out through the day and say, oh, I can't do this, and I can't do this, and this will never change, and that'll never change. If you were a true friend to yourself, would you be really saying those things to yourself? You can say things like, you know what, it's going to be hard, and I think it's going to be hard, but I'm going to try to make it as easy as possible and find the easiest way to get where I need to go and stay focused with it. And then when we get an accomplishment, say thank you. Treat yourself well or others well. We forget. We go, oh, it was no big deal. It was just this. It was just that. And then we complain because we don't get recognition, acknowledgement. We don't acknowledge ourselves. If you can't acknowledge yourself in the right way, and that's not boasting. Boasting is, I am smart, I am this, I am that. Baloney. We all are everything. When you are in true with yourself, you don't have to boast. When you like yourself, you don't have to put yourself down. When you're comfortable with yourself, you don't even think in that direction. When you're happy with where you're at, you accept the other people and happiness. I know nobody's perfect, and men and women have a difficult time being together, and children with parents and so forth, and bosses with bosses, and workers with workers. I do know, though, that if all of us would get to the point in life where we don't turn the other cheek, but we look at the circumstances, ask ourselves, is it really that important if Johnny Joe over there thinks I'm great? Is it really important if Johnny Joe thinks I'm mean? Not really, unless you're mean. Are you mean? If you're mean, then change it, because mean isn't an appropriate behavior. If you're depressed all the time and a downer, then don't be down and depressed. I mean, we all are, but when you get down, say, you know what? I know on some level this is going to work out, and there's going to be a solution for me, and I'm going to keep my eyes and ears open for it, for when the day it happens, I will know what to do. Stop putting it on other people, and stop searching in the wrong places for it, because it's within you, and you're the one that needs to correct. Now, if you're perfect and there's nothing you want to change, or you got a whatever attitude, and who gives a whatever attitude, that's not good. It's not going to work, because you really do care. All of us care. I don't care how angry we are or how much denial we live in. When we say we don't care, we do care. We're lying to ourselves. We're just covering up our hurt feelings. We're just covering up our insecurities. We're covering up something we don't want to look at so that we can blame somebody else. Let's stop the blame game for self or others. Let's start doing something about our lives, getting together in our lives, opening up to each other in our lives. Come on, let's communicate. Let's talk, not scream, not yell, not holler, not silence. Whatever you do, if you're not communicating and you're not getting results, then you're doing something out of balance within yourself. Or you're walking with the wrong person, talking to the wrong person, being in the wrong spot. If you're in the wrong spot, get out of it. Don't sit there and say, I love him so much, but it has to do this and this in order for me to be okay. No, 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 no. If it's something that is a deal breaker, then break the deal and leave. If it's something that is an idiosyncrasy and it may drive you nuts because Uncle Johnny did it, get over it. The other person has a right to be who they are, within reason. All of us. And we have no reason right now. We have no balance right now. Everything's out of control. It is your responsibility and those that you love, and it is your responsibility to teach those that you love how to treat you, how to be you, how to be heard, how to be loved. And you know what? It's not perfect, but it's not bad either. And I want to tell you something. Time goes by pretty fast in everybody's life, and when you're getting up there about 30, you better know where you're going. When you're 40, you better start mastering all of the things that you're doing that's dysfunctional to you and your body and your spirit, because you're going to pay for them somewhere along the line. And believe me, when you get out of balance, it takes a very, very long time to get back into balance, and most people do not have the tenacity to do anything long term. They want it quick, quick, quick. We're in a very fast moving world. And when we have to correct things, usually it doesn't move fast. When we begin things, if we stay in balance with it and we go step by step and reevaluate it before jumping too far, then we have a better chance of correcting something. It's just like on a typewriter or on a computer. If you correct the word right away, it's a lot easier than if you go back, try to correct it, unless you have something that corrects it for you. And again, we don't want always things that work for us. We want things that we can create. That's where you get confidence. When you finish something, clean something, do something that you haven't done in a long period of time, you feel good. Maybe you're tired, maybe you're frustrated, but in the long run, you're going to leave in peace, because if you're not self-nurturing self, and that means your home, your work, your vehicles, anything you own, if you're careless with it, then you're careless with your life. And when you're careless with your life, you're throwing it away. When you're throwing it away, it's going to catch up with you. Because somewhere down the road, you're going to be facing yourself face to face, maybe even by yourself. Who knows? I hope not. Because we all are meant to co-create and be together, and we can do so. So I ask each and every one of you to go above and beyond your circumstances and start doing something with your life today. One step at a time. It truly is that. And then stay focused and committed to it. The results will come. Don't put days on it. Don't put numbers on it. Don't put time on it. Just do it until you start feeling it. When you feel it, you believe it. When you believe it, you'll see it. When you see it, it will happen. There's been thousands of books written about all of this. So this is nothing new. This is something that's been here in time forever. And I'm asking each and one of you to go inside your pockets and start doing something with figuring out who you are. It's not about spending money. It's about taking care of self, being responsible for self, and co-creating with others. So I know you can go above and beyond your circumstances. And until next time.